Okay guys, it is Monday. Yeah, Monday. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out these cameras I've got, you know, actually read the manual. You know, anybody can push the play and record button, but there are several different settings and options and all kinds of stuff. You know, last time I took any kind of photography class was back in high school, or was it? Yeah, freshman year summer school class. And I remember some of the terms, but exactly what they're talking about is like, huh? So that's what I'm doing at home. Well, this morning it's already 12:30. I got the Bronco here running because I gotta keep it running, you know, and let the engine warm up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's a bunch of features and options just for this camera. This is the Canon Vixa that I never use, and I'm going through that book right now going, oh, is that what it does? There's different microphone settings, there's scene settings, you can adjust the depth of the colors, the contrast. There's a remote control somewhere for this thing. You know, like the other weekend I was out and I had to get the book out because this has digital zoom. Figure out how to set the digital zoom. So anyway, I'm out here messing around with the Bronco before I have to take off. I gotta take off right now, but I'm hooking up the battery to the charger because the battery was a little low. So I'm doing that, but I'm looking at the engine, right? Running nice and smooth, wouldn't you say? Sounds pretty good. But I'm looking inside and I look down there and what do you see? What the heck? Spark plug wire's off. It's only running on 7 cylinders. Now it's been a while since I've drove this truck. Now last time I messed around with the engine, I think I was checking the engine compression. I went and bought a compression tool, what do you call that? Compression tester. So maybe I forgot to put the spark plug back on, but the wire back on, but sure does run smooth with all 7 cylinders. Well, that's a little rough. That's a little rough there. We'll hook that up. Okay, before I get out of here, I gotta go do my niece called a little while ago. She says there's a dead rat in the house. So I gotta go there and pick up a dead rat or something. But meanwhile, I'm gonna put the Bronco on charge. I did have a question from a YouTube subscriber. Got a Bronco problem. He put a lift kit on his Bronco and everything. And he's a local guy from around here. He put the exact same lift from ProComp, from what he tells me. And then he took it down to Bare Frame and Wheel, where I always go. They've been doing this Bronco for years for the wheel alignment. And they can't get it, or they aligned it, but he's still getting a lot of wander, a lot of play in the wheel. And the story I got was that's because the camber adjustments are topped out, they're maxed out. They put a camber kit on it. So if your springs are setting too high, it's beyond the adjustment capabilities of those camber bushings. I mean, they do sell aftermarket camber bushings. I'm sure Rick put them in. But if I remember right, I had the exact same issue with the Pro Comp springs in there. Because I remember they did have to put the camber bushings in there and they were maxed out. And it was basically a matter of time for the springs to settle down a little bit, and you know, it got better as the springs lost their springiness, I guess you call it. But yeah, so now, so he was asking me, you know, what should he do? I suggested that he replace the springs, take out the Pro Comp springs and put in the what are they called, Extreme Travel springs from Bronco Graveyard. I believe they're made by Deaver. I've got them on here. I had no issues with the new springs as far as alignment goes. Whoops. There you go. Yeah, these are Deaver F64C, it looks like. Progressive rate. Yeah, I've never had any issues with these, but I do remember it was many years ago with the Pro Comp springs being just a little too big. A little too big, and you know, you're just out of the scope of the alignment, out of the you know, you only got so much adjustment on the alignment. So yeah, boy, that was a long time ago, but I think, yeah, I know I didn't have any problems with these. So there's my recommendation, and that's what I told him. I don't know what he did. I never heard back from him, whether he got the new springs and changed them out or what. But there's my 2 cents, guys. It's Monday. I gotta go and pick up a dead rat, and then I'm gonna take these cameras probably out to the park and just monkey around with cameras and sit there and read these manuals, you know. All these cameras, they're the same, but they're different. They just got different function buttons and procedures and what you got to do, you know. It's hard to keep all that straight in your head. Now, if you use them every day, well, of course, you become an expert. You don't even have to think about it, but I'm just an amateur, you know. Sometimes I get lucky. It's like everything else, you know. It's a learning process. If you don't try it out, you're never going to learn, you know. You're gonna stumble and fall down a few times, but you're going to learn something along the way. Alright, so this is the Canon Vixa HG20 with a black and white effect. So, I never knew it had this feature in here. Kind of interesting. We'll see, you know. That might be kind of cool. I don't know. Is it vivid? It's supposed to accentuate the colors or brighten the colors up. Well, hey out there, guys, I'm just about to get out of here, and I figured Let's try this camera here. This is the Lumix camera, Panasonic Lumix 4K camera. It's nice and sunny, so the light should be good. It's about 4:20 right now. Here on the West Coast, it was a bit hazy today, and yeah, so I didn't do a whole lot today. I had big expectations, but nothing. I kind of lost my ambition halfway here. I had to go pick up a dead mouse over at my sister's house, and then after that I kind of like spaced out, you know. This morning I got up, I went to breakfast, I came back, I charged all my cameras, and I was going to come out here and spend a few hours playing around checking things out, but I don't know, I kind of like froze up after like I said, just lost my ambition. I sat there thinking about it, you know. Sat around, thought about it, and didn't end up doing anything until finally I go, you know what, let me just take this camera, and I'll take the Canon HD camera out, and maybe I'll get motivated. I was going to bring the drone and all that stuff, and for some reason I just couldn't get going. I was sitting there looking at the camera and the bag, batteries, and just like way overthinking stuff, and ended up doing nothing, you know. I hate when that happens. It happens to me a lot. It's just like I gotta look at something, but I just can't get motivated, or I can't get any ideas. I just kind of like blank out. It's times when you just want to go back to bed in the morning, you know, start this day all over tomorrow. So anyway, I found a spot here to take this quick video without anybody running around in the background. For some reason, this is the soccer field, and typically this is locked up and closed. The parking area is. So I usually hike in here and then do my thing. Actually, the main park is right, where are we at? Oh, behind that ridge of trees back there. And that's where the gate is. It's usually locked at this time of the day or during the week. Today it's open. The restrooms are even unlocked. Normally everything's locked up. Well, that's okay, because usually I come back here and I'll fly my drone around this field because there's no one here. Yeah, I'll come back here and fly the drone on this field over here. Because majority of the time it's like this. It's very quiet. There's no one around. Even though there is a little sign as you enter the park saying no drones. Well, it doesn't say that. It's got a little image. I just pretend like I didn't know. So far nobody's hassled me, which is okay. I'm not bothering nobody, right? Leave me alone. So anyway, this is what it is. It's still nice and warm out. Let's take a picture and see what how the pictures come out.